major UK science funder to require grantees to make papers immediately free to all.
Here's a summary of the article.
The United Kingdom currently has one of the highest rates of open access publication in the world, with many researchers posting their research papers on websites that make them publicly available for free. About 3/4 of papers recently published from UK universities are open access, and UKRI's current policy gives scholars two routes to comply: pay journals for gold, open access, which makes a paper free to read on the publisher's website, or choose the green route, which allows them to deposit a near-final version of the paper on a public repository, after a waiting period of up to 1 year. Publishers have insisted that an embargo period is necessary to prevent the free papers from peeling away their subscribers. Publishers won't be able to hang on to the copyright for UKRI-funded papers. The agency will require that the research it funds, with some minor exceptions, be published with a Creative Commons attribution license that allows for free and liberal distribution of the work. The policy falls closely in line with those issued by other major research funders, including the non-profit Wellcome Trust, one of the world's largest non-governmental funding bodies, and the European Research Council. Although the requirement for zero-embargo green open access is significant, the policy is still evolutionary rather than revolutionary, says David Prosser, Executive Director of the Library Consortium Research Libraries UK. It clears up some confusion about when UKRI will pay the fees that journals charge for gold open access, he says. Never for journals that offer a mix of paywalled and open access content, unless the journal is part of an agreement to transition to exclusively open access for all research papers. It remains to be seen whether some publishers will refuse to publish papers by authors who opt to immediately post a green version of their paper. Price's email did not respond to a question about that possibility.
This post received a score of 5,600, with an upvote ratio of 98%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
As it should be, for all published papers. We shouldn't need Sci-Hub to download papers so we can read them.
We just published a paper open access, which cost us a staggering €11,000. Open access is great, but not if researchers have to pay for it.
Why did it cost you €11,000 to publish a paper with open access? You can't just put a PDF up somewhere?
A paper posted randomly somewhere without peer review and following that publication just won't have any notice taken. And public databases still require peer review, like all good science, but unfortunately, even the public ones are going to charge to check and include your work.
How does a journal justify €11,000 though? Nature can stop putting things in print, and just do the peer review process and release the papers on their website. It's probably better to save all that paper anyways. The people I know who do peer review don't get paid. Maybe that's just in my little niche though.
Nope, that's all journals. We the academics get nothing. The journals use our articles and our time to peer review them all for free, and then charge us to read our peers.
Wait, so why can't some academics or an university just start an open journal? If peer reviewers aren't getting paid anyway, wouldn't they prefer to review for a repository that'll give them free access at least? Is there just not enough competition for someone to do this at minimal costs, so less than $11,000 to do publish quality editing and typesetting?
Certain journals are known to be more high quality and thus more prestigious than other, low-quality journals. If your work is published by a low-quality journal with a narrow readership, that reflects badly on the research. Researchers are going to strive to get their work published by a high-quality journal who has well-regarded editors and peer reviewers. It's very different than regular authors publishing.
Journal prestige in the modern world is a complete scam. It made sense back in the day when you got paper journals sent to you, to sift through to find new stuff, and it wasn't realistic to look through all of them to find the good stuff. I just have things like Google Scholar alerts to send me links to all papers relevant to me that come out, regardless of whether it's in Nature, Science or not. This sort of thing, and online search engines, databases for journals in general, make journal prestige stuff a very dated concept that does not add value to the scientific process, in my opinion.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.